So following on from yesterday's video where we checked out the Patriot, we are now going to be looking at the Liberte. Now this didn't receive as big a buffs as the Patriot did, but they're still nice to haves. So the whole traverse speed got buffed to 30 degrees a second, so that is 5 degrees up from what it was originally. The dispersion during movement and on the whole traverse, again, just like with the Patriot, got buffed by not a massive amount because it's, well, I mean, it technically is. It was 0.04, so it's kind of big, but this tank already had really bad dispersion on movement and hold reverse. So it is now down to 0.18, coming from 0.22. So it's still going to need a V-stab. It's still going to need either V-stab or IRM. I don't know if I would go with IRM, honestly. It does have better dispersion on the turret traverse, which also got buffed to 0.12. But I still think I'd rather play with V-stab on this tank. The view range got buffed, which is lovely because now you can actually reach the maximum view range without running like coded optics or something like that. And the aim time also got buffed to 2.5 seconds. That is now down from 2.9. So it received some decent buffs. Is it better than the Patriot? I don't know. It's still, well, I mean, it definitely has better armor than the Patriot, at least for brawling, because the one real problem with this tank is the massive cupola at the top, which is very easy to hit. It's not like other cupolas where you can kind of hit them and then maybe bounce. This thing will not bounce if you hit it. You would have to get insanely unlucky to hit this cupola and then bounce. I mean, the tank was already fine, a bit like the Patriot was. So we'll just see how this goes, because we're now using HP, Rammer and V-stab, which we will get 454 meters view range. So that is a lot better than we would have got before. It does go at 40 kilometers an hour, which is fine for this tank. You could put a turbo on it and it'll go at 45. I don't really feel like you need to have a turbo on this tank, because it's meant to be, this is meant to be more of like the actual heavy tank. Whereas with a Patriot, you can go and do whatever you kind of want on the map. Like you could go run with the mediums because it's just as fast as a medium tank. Whereas with this, you are more of a heavy tank, which can run you into several issues, especially considering when you are fighting tier 9 heavies, which have like 330 heat, 340 heat, and then tier 10 heavies that have the same heat. Your armor basically doesn't mean much. So that is something to take into consideration. When you are a true heavy tank in tier 8 or anything like that where you get +2 matchmaking, it is a problem, because your matchmaking is probably some of the worst experience you could get. The reason being is that if you're a medium tank, you can have the flexibility to go around the map and find different locations where you can actually do damage. With a heavy, you're kind of just sitting there in the heavy flank, just hoping something appears that you could pen. Speaking of penetration, you do get 263 millimeters of pen on the premium rounds and 232 pen on the standard rounds. You get 50 with HE. It goes exactly the same speed as the AP rounds. So it's fine with penetration wise. This isn't enough for tier 10, but it's okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and play some games. Okay, so for our first game, we're on Highway. Now, this is going to be a tier only game. Lynx is already dead on the enemy team. Wonderful. As you can see, we're not slow by any means. What do we have coming with us? We have a 56 TP that went and died. I don't know why you would ever go there in a 56 TP. What? Okay. Prokhorovka 54 that's AFK, by the looks of it. But we are going to go into the city and just see what we can do. We do have a lover coming with us, so we should be okay. And hopefully, as long as we can peek out on this corner, which you can't really sidescrape in this vehicle. So you have to kind of just peek forwards with your frontal armor. Okay, Barask, sure. But did he even pen? He actually penned the lower plate. Mm-hmm. Sure. Did he pen the lower plate again? I don't even know. But you can actually get some very, very big Oh, it's because I'm on this little rubble bit. Because the lower plate is, like, stupidly hard to pen. Okay, apparently it's not. Did it get nerfed or something? Like, what? What? This lower plate is not what I remember. Not what I remember at all. Patriot woke up though. Be careful of the right hand side as well. Go on, Tiger, go forwards. Okay. I can hear stuff going on to my right. There we go. Shoot underneath his hull. I don't really want to peek this again, to be honest. Can't really go back either, though, so... Everyone's kind of fallen back from the city, which is a really, really bad problem for me. I'll just have to go forward to try and peek this tiger, I think. Man, they're gonna just flank me in a second, I think. I'm not sure. Sure. That is more like what I remember. Go forwards. Not gonna get the barrage though. Be safe from the barrage. I don't know why everyone pulled back so far though from the city. I mean, it should be a win either way, but like they pulled back all the way just to come back forwards again. So this pen, because I was on a bit of rubble, I think. Okay. Yeah. That penning though is dodgy. See, this is what I mean about this tank. Like, this tank is just... The only good thing about this tank is this upper frontal plate. But the problem is, as soon as you try and angle it, they just shoot you here. Like, you can bounce so much off this plate, and even the lower plate. But as soon as someone engages one brain cell, they then realise that, oh look, this bit's flat and I can pen it. Well, I mean, 2.4... Not great. Not bad, though. How much credits did we earn? We earned 80k from a mission. So we earned like 100k. Yeah. It's alright. I don't think this tank is as good as the Patriot. I don't think it is. I still think that the Patriot and the KV-5 are the two tanks that you should probably buy from the Bond store. This tank is... If this tank had like preferential matchmaking, it would be amazing. And probably the best purchase out of the Bond store, but it doesn't, so... Well, we are now on beautiful Prokhorovka in a tier 10 game with 1 artillery. I'm sure that I'm going to enjoy my time playing water tanks very, very much. There's a Leo going to the mid. What? I've seen many, many things, but that is something that's very, very interesting. Already our Batchat is dead. Wonderful. I'm not too sure what actually spotted us. Maybe the Char spotted us. I'm guessing the Char spotted us. We're just going to wait on this bit here and just see if anyone gets spotted. The CDA is going to spot, so... might be able to get a shot off on this 140 in a second. Do not get the connection on the Liberte though. Yeah, this could be a very, very long-winded game. What are you doing? What? Yes. Also, we do have 300 alpha damage, but you know, 251, that's roughly 300 alpha damage, let's be honest. Man, I can't... I go to shoot the house and it hits this. Oh, okay. There we go. Right, get rid of that house and then we can actually shoot across. I wonder if it hit its fuel tanks. So 140, so probably. If that even 90 dies, wonderful. Now they just have a T-49. Now there's just a T-49 to deal with. And if that guy dies, then we're in a very, very good position. Because both of our light tanks are dead as well. It's not really the place, Goda, I'm not gonna lie. Try and get maybe one into this, I'm not sure. Jesus, I can't even shoot that. There's a T-49. Of course that misses, because why wouldn't it? I mean, we spot the T-49. It's not bad, actually. You know what? We got a lot more spotting than I thought we would. I thought we would just get like 2 shots from the Conqueror and that's it. Or 1 shot from the Leo, 1 shot from the Conqueror and then dead. We are somehow getting a lot of spotting though. The problem is, I can't really peek anything now though. I can maybe try and peek this, but I'm a 1 shot to the E4. Interesting game. Don't get spotted for that. Which means that there's probably no one in this bush. I'm pretty sure I would have been spotted. Tell you one thing, I am amazed artillery has not bombarded this Leo. Like, he's still full health, and he's been there from the start. We do get spotted for that though. We just moved because artillery might try and shoot us otherwise. Their E4 has moved all the way around. And if we get lucky, we can maybe spot the, well, whatever's in this bush line. But they would need to shoot at the same time that I'm peeking, because I won't spot them if they don't shoot. Don't think we got the shot in. But we have to pull across to here so that we can actually get some shots on this so they don't push the hill. Wonderful time for that E75. I'm sure he enjoyed himself. Nice. Another shot into the Leo. Oh, this is all we have to just do at the moment. We just have to wait. Hopefully this guy can die. Good. I mean, that's a fine trade, to be fair. We knock out a tier 10, they knock out a tier 8. We still have our Progetto 65 on the hill behind them as well. Okay, that shot went nowhere near where I aimed it. Typical Liberte gun moment. Very cool. He low rolls him. Well, not low roll. Doesn't get a connection. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. So we're on 680 health. Yeah. Maybe I'll go close here, actually. I was trying to think of how we can play this. I mean, I was maybe thinking we go back, but we're then kind of just letting the Progetto die for nothing in return. I mean, that guy should die as well. Nice. Very, very nice. Nice. Okay. Interesting Leo player. Oh, I know. I'm just gonna go and YOLO someone with my 22 health. I need to try and get a shot on this guy and help this Progetto out. Where did that go? Oh, come on! This gun is useless! I hate this gun so much. Yeah, I'm trying. E4 is still there. I'm just worried about this Conqueror. What the hell is this Conqueror do? Okay, well, AP and we'll just run back here. I think the E4 maybe got on the hill? Maybe? Oh. Are they both here? I should be able to pen the E4. Are you joking? I can't even spot him. Really? My god, please, just ping it. I mean, the G-Saw has to run back to base, right? I think Artie spots him anyway. I can't even go and kill this E4. Whatever. Literally just let down by the gun. And that is what you'll get with this tank. Just let down by the gun. A lot of the time. Well, I mean, 2 of those shots should have gone into this guy, and now he should be dead. But no. Well, that was a lovely, fun experience of WOT Tanks. Yep. Very, very good. Both of our light tanks are dead within the first, what, 2 minutes of the game? And then we have Paparian on the enemy team. Very cool, man. I mean, he should be dead, but... Yep. Yeah, I don't want to play anymore with this tank. I've been reminded of why I sold this thing and never played it again. The gun is awful. I don't really understand it, though, because this is 1,000 shell velocity, right? The Patriot gets 1,000 shell velocity. Why does it feel so much worse? And it's not because it's APCR, because you're not going to change the shell velocity. Like, it's not how it works. They don't fly faster with it being APCR if the same shell velocity exists. So, yes, we just sell this again, and I'll have my credits back. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Much better. So, is the Liberte better than the Patriot? No. Especially now, the Patriot's just... there is 0 point of getting a Liberte now, actually. The Patriot is just leaps and bounds better than the Liberte after the buffs. I don't know why the Patriot got buffed with the top speed. Because it's now just so much better than the Liberte. And the gun is better, the aim time's better, like everything about the tank is better. There's not a single thing that the Liberte does better than the Patriot. Even frontal armor, I would rather have a Patriot than a Liberte. So yeah, that's a Liberte video. No, it's not good after the buffs. Nope. I mean, if you've already got the KV5 and the Patriot, then sure, grab a Liberte. But it's not going to be better than the Patriot or the KV5 from the Bond store. So, there you go. I mean, some of you may think that that's me being harsh on it. But if you are spending 8,000 bonds in a Bond store and you are looking for the best tank, objectively, it is a better tank. Sure, some people may like the Patriot more than Liberte, but objectively, the Patriot is a better tank. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And yeah, screw the Liberte.